Welcome back, everybody. I thought I would show you guys the gas pass, the gas station, whatever you want to call it, that me and Briarios have been working on. And basically, we are producing ethanol. That's our main. Give me 1 second. I've got to turn this down. Y'all can't hear it probably as bad as I can, because I don't have much of the game sounds going. But this is what we're making. And we have made a whole bunch of it. But basically, this entire production here is all for that, which can be burned in diesel generators from Gregtech for over to base. We were originally going to make biodiesel with the fermenter and the squeezer to make power with the diesel generator, but we had so many issues with things getting blown up that we didn't trust it. So we decided we would just use it to help power the production of ethanol. So I'll take you back here, which is where everything basically starts. And we made 4 fields here with IC2 harvesters, which have Gregtech recipes. They are a butt ton of stainless steel and a real pain in the butt to make. But we got 4 of them. These are all real basic crops. Most of them are just the actual item put on the stick, the crop stick, so there's no OP crops in here. Some of these have actually been bred up, and a few of these too, but not very much. I'm probably going to work on that later. But if you do that, then you got to have a crop analyzer to keep feeding it water and maybe even fertilizer, and I don't have a way to produce fertilizer on a major scale. And that is all being powered by these windmills up here coming out of these dynamos right here. And I want to see if I can do this here. I don't think I have my jetpack on, right? No. Let me go ahead and put that on. And I'll buzz over here real quick. Make it a little easier. But basically, everything comes through these pipes up onto this conveyor belt. These are the new dropping conveyor belts. There's one on the top of each one of our silos. There is an extra silo because we were doing wheat, so we got a bunch of wheat left over. But basically, we've got 1 for each item. We've got 2 things that make seeds, which is the melon and the pumpkin. And I need to actually come down here real quick because the melon is not actually going in right now because we don't have this piped up. So let me pop this pipe in. Me and Briarios have been spending most of our time that we're on the server messing around getting all this stuff set up. But we've had our bronze boiler over there running almost all week without shutting it down, just to try to keep up with the amount of power. Now I'm going to have to get them out of there because the pumpkins are going to have nowhere to go. But seeds is the main thing that we run short on, so they should come out of there pretty quick. And we do have a loop system set up with the conveyor belts. So anything that can't drop in will go right on back around the loop. As you can see, the pumpkin right there is going back around right now. And then he'll just come right on back out the other side until all of them get out of there. And then it'll be able to go in. And this one will probably empty first, and that'll end up being the pumpkin one. Now, after it comes out of those pipes, it goes down into the basement. And over here in the corner, we have a assembler. This is the one we had over at the base, and it basically cuts our melons up and our pumpkins up. Now, the only other thing that we don't have is the full melons that sometimes get harvested. And those are, as of right now, just sitting in this barrel right here. You can see we got 6 of them. I've actually taken 30 of these, 30 stacks of them over to the other base today, and ran them through the macerator. But we need to basically get a macerator put in over here. That way it can do it itself and we don't have to take it over there. And this base will be completely separate. But after it does that, then it goes upstairs into the squeezer and the fermenter. And this is where the fermenter holds all the sugar cane and the wheat and the potatoes. And this is where all the seeds come in. And then that goes into here and makes the biodiesel, which is pumped out there to... Oh yeah, he took that one out. It's pumped directly into the diesel generator. We're going through it quick enough we didn't actually need a silo. So it comes down, it goes straight into there, and then that comes out to power the assembler. This conglomeration of crap here, which is 2 squeezers. One of them has a Speed Boost 2 circuit board in it, and a fermenter. And then all of that gets pumped out up to a silo upstairs. They're all being filled through B-space barrels from over at the main base. Those feed into these highly upgraded barrels here, which that's how much we have of apples right now, and that's what we've got of saplings. And we have way more saplings than we do apples. Briarios has been using apples in the fermenter upstairs. He's been using them for making methane. And I'm going to kick him in the butt if he don't keep his fingers out of my apples, because I have this system set up to where it only runs on apples. And I don't want to have to set a second one up to run on water or honey, because they don't use the full amount that's in here, and you'd have to sit here and keep pipetting it out to get whatever's on this side out. And you use fruit juice because it gives you a 1.5 modifier on your saplings rather than a 1.0, which is what water does. Same for fruit or honey. And then after it comes out of that silo there, it gets pumped into these 2 basic distilleries. I had to put in a second one today. There is a diesel generator back here, which what is made in those gets pumped past it so they can go in, and then that goes upstairs. I also put in a low voltage transformer of Gregtech and IC2 so I could run power from our diesel generator over here to help give it power, because this one keeps losing power, and you can see right now this is turned off, so it's not creating power, so it's not getting any power. This little contraption here is for making impregnated casings and scented paneling, so I can start making alveoli blocks. And it takes a butt ton of these to get it done, and I am all out of seeds in here and honey in here, so I got to refill it. But it's just being powered by these peat fire engines, and my peat's over there in the corner. We did have 6 barrels of apples sitting here, and we also had like 4 of them sitting over here, which have all disappeared, so I think Briario's fed them into here like a doofus. I have to kick him in the butt. I need to empty this one on into the system. That way it's not just sitting here. But I do believe I've shown off the farm before. But I'll take you over there to show you where all that's coming from. And take this full drum with me. We're filling them 6 at a time, that way they don't backlog too much. But this is where the biomass goes, which this thing has been staying pretty full. It tries to go down and then it goes right back up, and if that secondary distillery shuts off for too long, it'll fill right back up. This thing's always empty because it's feeding out to those. And I'll bring you over here. This little contraption right here beside me is where he's making methane. It's to make hydrogen for making tungsten. I don't mess with it. Oh, good gravy. Come on, world, load in. Thank you. I don't use it because I've got other ways of getting hydrogen, but that's the way he does it, so we can get hydrogen to make tungsten. I haven't cooked any tungsten yet, but we got the way of doing it. And all of the extra mulch that comes out that's not needed is spaced over here and then ran into here to make scrap. But this is our farm. I'll fly my butt up here a lot quicker than trying to use a ladder system. We are going to either expand this tree farm or build a second one over that way, because Quiet has been working on tree breeding, which I never have time to do, and got us a chestnut tree, which will give us extra seeds. But I don't want to get rid of this one because I need the apples for the fruit juice. So we're either going to expand it or build a second one. And if you notice, when we were back over there, we took out the one we had out back that was doing wheat. So it's not a big deal. And we built this big conglomeration here. This is taking the place of all of the coke ovens we had. This is the Pyrolos oven, which apparently needs to have the circuitry fixed. And it is creating charcoal at an abundant amount. I'm actually feeding charcoal to the rest of the server. I'm going to B-space it to everybody else, at least 2 to 3 of the guys. I can't do it for Axel because he'd run through it all in about a day because he's a power hungry butt. But that's where all of our saplings and our apples come from. And I built this waiting on XAR to come and plumb it up and feed it up and all that good stuff. So we're going to probably, my guess would be put that over here. That way we've got two boilers. Either that or expand this a little bit and put it in here with this one. This is our bronze one. And it looks like it needs to have three things fixed. Nobody's been paying attention to it. And that's basically what's been going on here on the server. And that is our gas pass making this beautiful ethanol right here. I didn't realize we had these 6 already done. I thought we were still filling the first 6 I put over there. So we're actually making it a lot quicker than what I thought we were. But that's about it. I do have an issue in my GT5 world that I need a little bit of input from you guys about what to do. I have gone searching for another end portal, found another stronghold, got to the exact point where the ender pearl goes down into the ground, even stood right on that point, threw it up in the air, and watched it go straight down. And I dug straight down there, and it's not there. There's no portal. So 2 strongholds down out of the 5 in the world, and no portal at either one. So I've only got 3 more chances of getting it. I really don't want to chance it and go find the other 3. So I need input on which way I should do it. I have Mind Tweaker, so I can mind tweak in the end portal frames. I can go into creative in my test world, or not my test world. I don't test shit in creative. In my Mind Tweaker world, and mind tweak a recipe in. I can have Junior go into actual creative and just give me the portal frames, or I can put in, I think it's Xnylaho has a ender cake that can be made that will take you to the end. The only problem with that is every time I would go to the end, I would have to make that ender cake to get there, and that would kind of suck. If I go that route, I will probably also put in Mistcraft, just so I can make a linking book to it and have a linking book right in my base. It'll take me to the end. So let me know which way you think would be the best. I don't really consider it, cheating by doing so, because if I'm recording, if I was playing in a regular world and that happened, I would just say, well, you know what? I guess I'm not going to the end. In this world, I'll either restart my world or I will play in this one and just never go to the end. But because I'm recording, I don't want to restart the world and make y'all have to watch me do the same crap, or put up with not seeing the series for 6 months while I get back to where I'm at. So, and I'm actually going to give my world save to XAR. He knows how to use Mind Tweaker real well, or not Mind Tweaker, MC Edit real well. I'm going to have him go in and look and see if he can figure out what's going on with the portals, to see if there's some kind of corruption in my world or something. Because I have had it where a ravine has run through where the portal block's supposed to be, and therefore I didn't have one. but I have never had it where it's just solid stone where it's supposed to be, and there's just no room, no nothing. And that's exactly, I ended up finding a diamond vein. I dug so low looking for that stronghold portal. And I was quite happy that I found the diamond vein down there, but I wasn't so happy that my end thing wasn't there. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the tour of the gas pass. Take it easy.